I want to show you how to make your own brushes. So there's going to be many times when you want to make a particular effect. Maybe you're sick of copy pasting it. Maybe you need something iterated a million times. Maybe you want a very particular effect and you just can't find it in your brush options. You just can't find the right thing that you need in all these brushes. Although there are a lot, maybe there's a special thing that you need. So one example of this would be maybe like an insect hair. So imagine, for example, you spend a whole bunch of time drawing the perfect insect hair. And you're like, man, it would be nice if I could get a bunch of these. And you just like are copying, pasting them, placing them where you want them. That's a really inefficient way to do this. Let me show you how to do it quickly. And you can do it quickly by making a brush. So make sure you have the layer selected and make sure you have your elements selected, okay? And then do edit, copy, okay? Now go file, new. What it's going to do is it's going to set you up with a new file that's exactly matching the dimensions of what you've just copied. So then paste that, okay? Now you have a file that's just this. Okay, now you should be able to go to edit, define brush preset. And you can give this brush a name. We'll call this hairbrush. Then you hit OK. Okay. And now you see in your brushes, you're going to see that you now have a section, a folder of the brushes that you've created. So I've created various brushes, one that looks like a Sharpie, a different Sharpie, a perfect box. Let's see, what else do I have here? Some crosshatch marks. I have a bunch of splatter brushes because I like to use splatter and like blood effects in many of my images. So I've made many splatter brushes, different type of splatter patterns, and now this hairbrush. And now once you have the hairbrush, you can literally just paste these, okay? And now you have a means of generating many hairs that are all consistent, that might be particularly important for scientific illustration. And you can do this very quickly, all on the same layer, without having to copy paste elements. Okay, and you can see then maybe after you do this, if you shrink it down, it might actually look quite realistic, right? And you could even make a brush. You could make a brush of this. So edit, copy, file, new. Let's make a brush of like a billion hairs. Edit, define brush pattern, lots of hairs. Okay. Let's see if I can find that one now. Oh, did it work? I think I did it wrong. Let's try it again. Edit. Let's have it selected. Select all. Edit. Define brush preset. Lots of hairs. There we go. It worked. Now in my brushes, I have a hairbrush for individual hairs, and I have a lots of hairs brush. So I can go like this and synthesize a billion hairs. Very quickly, and they're all of consistent uniformity, which again might be very important. And we can increase the size of these brushes just like a normal brush. So the hairbrush, I could make it small, or I could make it gigantic. Okay, so this is a very useful tool, not just for hairs, but for any effect you can imagine. Like I said, let me just demo again the blood splatter brush. Any effect that you can imagine, you can create a brush for it.